Yo, this is Ain't Got a Clue. My name's Marcus Bronzy.
I am Kae Kurd. This is Ain't Got a Clue.
Yeah, well, you said it twice. So nice. You got to say it twice. Why not, bruv?
Yeah.
Before we crack on with today's show, we have the last few pieces of limited edition merchandise, which is the 2 t-shirt designs. Bring back Gatekeepers. Got an XL one here. There we go.
Which, by the way, is a joke that you got the Patreon suggested.
That's right, guys. Kae
It's not
masks his horrible sentences in comedy. Don't worry, that's the style of the show. And we have Dragons are real and moon landings are fake. Because I'm not a comedian, I stand by that. That's in a medium. And then we got a medium bring back Gatekeepers. And we got, what do you call these bags, Kae?
Tote bags.
We got tote bag.
That's for your perfect Kendrick Lamar fan.
Yeah.
Who takes public transport and has books and pack lunch in there.
I agree with all of that, apart from the taking public transport bit, because I've been getting into that this week. And yeah, you know what? F it. One of the people that buy these t-shirts will get the tote bag as well. You'll get the t-shirt in the tote bag. Once they're gone, because
they are gone.
These are limited edition. I don't think. Shout out to those that copped them at the show and stuff and got them sent over.
Yeah,
limited edition because they got this little bit on them
they got
here.
The
Date 27th of the 11th.
Yeah, if you're watching on the YouTube, you can see it's got the date on it. So go and grab them immediately. Where can they grab them, Marcus?
I believe they can grab them by hitting up our Patreon page. But what I'll do is, if you can't get it through the Patreon, I'll get a link put in the show description where you can hit us up and get them sent over. It might be worth emailing us at this moment in time because at the moment, I'll be honest, do you know what? They might be gone by the time you hear this. Just look out for a link in the show description. We'll do that. That's the easiest way of doing it. Click the link.
Brilliant.
Crack on.
And on to the show.
Well,
how have you been, man?
I've been great, you know. I feel like there's a new lease of life in me. I feel like I have had a little bit of time for some clarity, some growth. I'm under it at the moment work-wise. As you know, before we press record, you've heard people are knocking at my door, throwing business at me, bro, and I'm just taking it as it comes. You know
not like that. I mean, usually people throw business at him in that respect, but not like that.
You know what it is, bro.
If you see Marcus drive, he'll be driving a A-Bar 500, and he's just having to put a windscreen wipers on with the amount of ladies that are just throwing themselves at him.
The amount of juice getting thrown at me. Do you know what? I'll be honest, Kate. In my age now, I don't get excited about advances. I feel a little bit disappointed. Advances. You know, guys are like, oh my God, somebody came up to me and tried to tip me up. I don't feel like that's cool. Like obviously the live show, there was bants. There was lots of bants flying around from both genders, or I don't know what genders they were with, but there was some bassy voices and some female voices saying some very juicy and squelchy things. But I don't feel like, I don't know, like at our age now, I don't feel like people should be like, yo, man, this girl was into me. I'm like, bro, it's not. If someone approaches me now at my big age, I'm starting to think, is everything okay with you?
I sigh.
Are you okay?
I sigh.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh God.
Yeah.
Another conversation. I have to pretend I'm a nice person again.
Yeah.
Hey.
You have to pretend you're a nice person.
Yeah. Hey.
How are you finding that?
It's hard.
Because the mask slips sometimes, you know, okay?
It's hard, man.
And if guys, it's the first time listening to the podcast, I'll let you know when it happens. If you're a usual listener, you'll know when the mask is slipping on Kay. And then if it slips too much, he goes...
Do you think I'm a bad person?
I think everyone has got bad in them.
What a diplomatic answer.
I wouldn't say you're evil. You're not evil. You're not an evil person. But everybody has bad traits.
Yeah, you've got like a hey, I'm Marcus Bronzy, but inside it's like, shank everybody in their lineage.
You say that, but I think seriously, right? If we got like I'm talking,
if we're on a scale, if me and you're on a scale,
I'm talking seven. Yeah, you lean more to evil. But if
but
there's seven, if you gave us a 7-figure check, right? I think at the end of our lives, I think I'd probably be lighter on a scale of evil than you, 100%. I feel like you'd go mad. Do you know what? Little things like we should have a dictatorship jokes, little things like that kind of lead me to think that gave Kay a couple bill, you might be swinging a little bit harder than you.
Man. I 7 figures isn't a bill, is it? 7 figures it's not a bill.
Yeah, it is.
No.
Flipping out. Here we go. Are you all right today,
6 figures is a mil.
Yeah, and 7 is a bill.
7 figures is like 20 mil. It's when the mil goes into double digits.
Oh no, 6 feels 100 grand. We sound even worse.
Yeah, 6. Six figures, sorry. Six figures is 100K. Yeah.
All right, eight figures.
Seven figures.
8 figures.
7 figures is a mil.
8 figures.
Eight figures ain't a bill.
Do you know what? 6 figures is 100 grand. So that's that.
Yeah.
So I think. Do you know what? I reckon 100 grand would change you if it just dropped in your lap.
Nah.
A little bit, but you put 2 extra O's on it. Give him a bill. He's changing a lot.
Bro, all I would do was just stay inside.
Really?
Bro, do you not know me? Like, I don't go out raving or like out or whatever. I just go out. All I would do with money is just, and this sounds so boring, right? But I swear we've said this before. All I would do is just work out all day. I just spend it working out all day.
But you'd be like, I feel like if you're amongst people, you would treat them more like the great unwashed. I think you're more likely to
not
go,
really.
Ew.
No.
You were, excuse me, sir, can I have some? Ew. Excuse me, security, can you not let that happen again, please? I feel like that could be a question.
There is no way. That is not me. I'm a regular giver to charity.
You don't have to say that, bro. It's okay. I believe you. Are you a bit, real talk? No, all joking aside, right? Well, I was a little bit joking, a bit evil. But like,
see, this whole conversation proves you're the evil
one.
All
joking aside, right?
You're the evil one.
Listen.
I'm Mario, you're Wario.
Okay,
you're Wario.
Thou dost detest too much, yeah? Don't chill out.
It's amateur psychology.
Calm down now. Calm down, okay? Calm down, okay? It was a good rally, but if you push too hard right now, everyone's going to think you're detesting too much. You said I'm a bit evil, you're a bit evil.
He came like Rocky, all grey, ready to fight today. This is it. You came in a grey tracksuit.
You're wearing grey as well.
No, but you came in a grey tracksuit like Rocky.
I always wear grey tracksuit. I'm wearing a grey hoodie. You're wearing the same hoodie. You're wearing a grey hoodie.
You came ready to fight today. Like, right. You know what? Just I am not Apollo Creed, bro. You do not need to like fight me, bro. Come on, man. Chill out, relax, man.
All right.
I'm not evil. All I would spend my money on is orphanages and giving back to the community.
It's good business, orphanages, actually. To be fair, if you buy one, innit? If you can run a little children's home, get some good money.
I'd rent it out.
Yeah, of course you would. See what I mean?
I'm joking. No, I'd build one.
He'll become Bruce Wayne. Do you know what I mean?
I'd build one. I'd build one if I had bare money, but I don't.
But yeah, what do you think, seriously, right, about because let me get there, bruv. What do you think about giving and doing good things and announcing them? Because this is where it's tricky for me. Because let me land this here. And Islam's a great example of this, and all religions as well. Because I'm a believer, and this is hard because I'm going to say that I do good stuff, so I'm going to undo it. That true goodness and stuff comes from doing stuff without making a big deal out of it.
No, well, it's a common philosophical argument where is anything actually altruistic in terms
does altruism exist? Does true altruism exist?
Yeah. But in Islam they say if you give with your right hand, make sure your left doesn't know about it.
Oh no, I'll be honest, off the bat, what does that mean?
So if I'm giving money away with my right hand, make sure my left doesn't know about it. So it basically means if I'm giving money away, don't announce it to people.
To the tax man.
No. Like if you're doing charity, don't announce it to people.
Of course.
So even to the point where it's like your body parts.
Okay.
Do you see what I'm saying? So it's like I've given with my right hand, so my left has no clue I've done it.
Is that admissible in court for a tax fraud? I'm just saying. You can say, listen, I was giving with my right hand as a man of Islam, and this you got to respect religion in the courts. As a man of Islam, if I give with my right and my left, listen, bro.
No, but
it's not tax deductible.
Whoa, charity is tax deductible.
Not if you're a religious person. If you got a church, actually, if you got religions don't pay tax. You know that.
I don't know.
Scientology, that's why they got they're officially a religion, so they dodged a massive tax bill. I get that, man.
Also, but yeah, I don't think you should be telling people unless it's like I would never do the whole, hey buddy, how are you today? We're gonna get your haircut. You know those videos you see on TikTok?
How are you feeling?
How you feeling after this haircut? Yo, boss, I feel great. Like none of that shit. I'd never do that. And I think unless you're doing like a fundraiser or something like that, you shouldn't really be talking about. Yeah,
fundraisers are good because you're kind of rallying a group of people together, and if you do it right, a fundraiser is actually fun.
A fun raver.
Yeah. You've never done a fun raver before. It's like a fundraiser but for raving. But you do that, a fundraiser.
We're going to raise more money so we can go on even more raves.
Exactly. But if you do it, that's fun. That's a good thing.
So I did a Sudan fundraiser last night.
You did indeed.
And I got stuck in the toilets.
See, karma usually comes to get you. at interesting times. Do you want to tell us about how you got stuck in the toilets?
Yesterday.
I know this, but please for the audience.
Yeah, I'll put it on my Insta. But also, I've lost my bank cards as well. I think that's the third thing. They say it comes in threes.
So what was the first?
The first was I'd put in the address of the comedy club, and then it took me to a wrong address. Mm-hmm. So then I had to put in another address. Okay. So then it added 40 minutes to my journey.
All right.
That was first. Get to the comedy club.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, like I've got there just in time, about 5 minutes before the show's about to start, whatever. I'm like, all right, cool, lovely. Oh, where's the toilets? Oh, cool, man. Oh, yeah, to the right. Oh, good, lovely. Go there. First, there's like 2 male toilets. First one's like, doors closed. So I was like, whatever. I went into the one with the door open, and there was like 3 cubicles, right? But it weren't those cubicles where like, it's like the toilets in here where it's like an actual room.
Okay, yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's like an actual room. You can't like look above or look like you can't. It's not where there's like gaps.
A creep-proof toilet.
Yeah, there's no gap in the at the bottom where you can see whose shoes, what shoes they're wearing or whatever. Yeah. Be like, yo, bro, can you give me some tissue
toilet paper, please?
Yeah, there's none of that. There's none of that. Yeah, it was literally like a box kind of thing. You're in a box, whatever. And then I'd done a number 1, whatever. But I'd locked the door behind me, right?
Is there 1 or 2? Is this part of the story? Do we have to bear that in mind?
Oh, no. Okay, I'm just saying because people were going, why did you lock the... People were like, on my Instagram, why did you lock the door if you were doing a number 1?
Why the fuck wouldn't you lock the door?
Exactly. That's
well, can we get back to the story? Can we just sidestep for a second and discuss that, get back in the story? Why the fuck would you not lock the door when you go to the toilet?
Well, this is what
Have you not watched John Wick? Have you not watched any action film? When you were in the toilets, that is where you were at your most vulnerable. Number 1, 2, 3, I don't care what you're doing,
exactly. So
you can't be. So you're trying to tell me if you're cock in your hand, you want an open door behind you.
Yeah, well,
so someone can just.
Well, I mean, I might have to now because of what happened, bro. So
who pisses? The only time I'm pissing without locking the door is if it's a urinal.
Yeah, so it wasn't a urinal. It was a. Okay. It was anyway.
So he's doing a piss,
bro. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. All right, flush. All right, cool. All right, I'm trying to unlock it. Yeah. It's not unlocking. Uh-oh. It's not unlocking.
Yeah.
Trying even harder. It's not unlocking. Look at my phone. No signal. Because it's a...
underground.
Yeah. Marcus, I'm like, what the fuck? So, and then it's one of those doors that swings inwards, isn't it? Mm-hmm. This is a toilet door. So it swings inwards. So if I kick the door, it's not going to do anything, right? Because the door comes inwards. Mm-hmm. And it's a thick door. It's about like 3 inches. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? And you're like... This is a joke. This is a joke. Like, what am I gonna do? And so I looked around. I was like, "There's nothing to hit this door with. There's nothing to," and the lock was like locked. And I was like, "Help! Help! Help!"
So you crumbled.
Started banging on this door. Help! My forearm is hench now, bro. Like, help! Like, bro, anyway, so about 5 minutes of me shouting, help, 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 help. Somebody goes, hello? I'm like, yo. They're like, are you all right? I'm like, no, bro, I'm locked in here. Can you get some help? I'm one of the acts. And they're like...
How long did that take before someone answered?
About 5 or 6 minutes.
Guarantee you, in those 5, 6 minutes, loads of people came in and went, came for a piss, heard that noise and were like, nope. Just fucked up. You know that Homer meme where he walks in and walks straight out or goes back into the bush? Yeah. It was out there like, heard a man screaming help and went, fuck that. I don't need this on a Sunday.
Yeah. I'm out. So anyway, I'm like...
So someone came in, good Samaritan.
So someone came in, they're like, all right, I'm going to get you some help, buddy. So they've gone, and then basically the staff, like 2 or 3 staff members have come. Mm-hmm. They've let the host know. It was Ola Labib. It was her gig.
Gosh, funny, man.
Yeah, and then I'm like, and she's like, Kae, I'm so sorry. And I was like, it's not your fault, kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Like, it is what it is. Anyway.
So the lock broke on the door?
The lock just wasn't moving, bro. So now, what they've like, I'm hearing like 2 or 3 different voices. They're like, are you standing back? We might have to just kick it, right? They didn't kick it. They were trying to ring the manager. Manager wasn't picking up. So what they ended up having to do is they went into and got a bunch of tools, and then like they were like banging onto the thing to the point where I saw some metal thing making its way through near the other side. Like, and I'm like, Jesus. And they're like, bam, 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 bam. So they made a massive hole into it so that they could actually get the lock and pull it out.
And that's how you got out?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what do you think you did that karma made that happen to you? What bad things do you think you did that balanced the books for you?
Nothing.
Did you cut someone up maybe one day?
No. Do you know what it was? I woke up in a bad mood.
So it's your tardiness.
But I wasn't even tardy. I was early.
Put the wrong address in.
Yeah, but then how is the lock my fault?
The lock's not your fault, but putting the wrong address in. What was the second thing again?
Because I put in Kingsway.
I think the universe is trying to tell you, right?
I put in Kingsway, and apparently there's 2 Kingsways.
Here's what you can learn from this. Is 1, you need to be more careful with your addresses, just to be careful in the future, double check them. 2, 5 minutes before the gig. Not, bro. I get you've been doing this for years, but you should get there a little bit earlier. Yeah.
What are you talking about? I wasn't on till about like...
You said you got there 5 minutes early?
5 minutes before the show starts. I wasn't...
Oh, right.
Yeah, 5 minutes
before the show. So how long there were you before your gig was?
About 40 minutes.
So you need to round it up to an hour now. Okay? Yeah?
Nah, bro.
It's basic 101, isn't it? Yeah?
I was legit in the toilet for about 35 minutes.
When you did radio, when you was on Asian Network and that, what time did you get in for your show if your show started at 10?
I'd get in about half hour earlier. Hour earlier.
Round that down to an hour.
I'm like, for a lot of that stuff, I'm always on point.
For this casual situation, Kae, you can roll in and record because I got this studio on lock. Yeah, it's a rock and roll studio. You rock in and record, but Kae, in professional environments, I know you've been doing this for a long time.
So
I think you need to tighten it up.
I've never been late for a gig, you know.
Ever. Well, you have now because of the toilet. I'm just saying you have. Technically, you have.
No, technically, I was in the building. I wasn't late.
Yeah, I know, but you can't be like, yo, where are you from the toilet? That'd be funny.
I was early for the gig. I wasn't late, innit? Okay. It's not my fault that the comedy club's toilets were doing it.
I will give you that. That is true. That is true.
But it was an ordeal because I started thinking, you know, I was to be fair, like once somebody'd come, I was dealing with it well. I was in there like, I'm so grateful I'm not claustrophobic.
And do you know what? I'm glad for you that it was a number 1 and not a number 2 because with the luck you're having, the toilet wouldn't have flushed. And you'd have been locked in there with your own demons, quite literally. But I'm surprised though, brother.
I was with Nabil Abdul Rashid after, and then Nabil
would have bust that door down.
No. He was like, when I was telling him the situation, he's like, bro, I've got claustrophobia.
Really?
Yeah, he's like, I don't know how I would have reacted.
He seems like quite a confident man, so it surprises me that a tight space, like things like that, when you see confident people, it surprises you that little things like that throw you off. Because I've got my own little isms. But it's like, have you ever had an MRI? Funny. Yeah. I find it one of the most comforting things ever.
Oh, so you're a bit like me, innit? Like, you don't care. You see when people talk about those Japanese pod hotels? Yeah. I'm like, that looks cool, innit?
It looks comfortable, bruv. Because it's like it's coddling, and also the MRI is really noisy, so it kind of drowns out any noise. But the one thing I do whenever I have an MRI is I have no fillings. I never have no fillings. Yeah, there you go, guys. Don't eat sweets. I always think a weird thought, like, what if I know that fillings are not ferrous, so it's not. But you know, there's a magnet in there, and they're like, take off all metal things. I always think like, bro, what if there's a filling in my tooth and it just pulls out my whole tooth? That's the only worry I have. And then when I remember I have no filling, it doesn't. They're not ferrous, but in films and stuff, they'll have you believe that any magnet stuff will fly across the room. But yeah, I find the MRI comforting. It's chill when you're.
Do you sleep with like noise and stuff on? But your ears are quite bad, isn't it?
I don't have tinnitus where I hear noises all the time, but if I am in a loud club without ear protection, it does last for maybe a day or 2, so it's on the way.
Really?
Yeah. But the whining is hard. But I think I've zoned it out with psychoacoustic mastering. But I do listen to music.
Psychoacoustic.
Yeah, if you do a degree in audio, then you'll know about it. Basically, it's your brain. All right, say the same way you look at this hoodie and you say it's grey. This hoodie is not grey, it's white and lots of different colours. If you're not looking at YouTube, then just look at something grey or look at the sky. It's not one colour, it's many colours, but your brain fills in the gaps to make a general colour. Yes. So your brain does that with audio. So right now in this room, the aircon's making noise, the computer's making noise, everything's making noise. Of course. But your mind is just listening to what I'm saying. It's focused on me.
Yes, of course, yes.
But that's what my tinnitus is, that I can kind of phase it out because it's not that bad. But if I go to a club, like even when I did your gig,
it's like my back pain. I can sort of
it's exactly that. So you can phase it out for a bit unless it's cripplingly bad.
Yeah.
That's when you need to do it.
Like if it's just always there. So I've learned how to deal with it. But
but my ears are bad, so I can't hear stuff as well. However, I've still got a really good ear for audio, and I can still hear people chatting like from far away. It's like I can still zone in on stuff.
Have you ever done those hearing tests?
Yeah, I have, and thought I nailed it. I told you on this. I was like, basically, guys, if you don't know how this works, is you sit in a booth and you press a button every time you hear a noise, so that you hear like a boop, boop, boop.
Not that.
Boop, like that.
So I wasn't even saying that one though, but like
yeah,
there's the ones on YouTube where it plays a song at a frequency,
a
sound at a frequency, and you're like. And it was like, if you're under, what's it? If you're
pause it where you stop hearing it.
Yeah,
it is. Yeah,
it's like, if you're under 50, you should hear this. And I'm like, big man, I can't hear it.
Yeah. Do you know, I want to make one to fuck with everyone and be like, if you're big man, I can't hear it.
Let me see if we could do it now.
I don't think it will work quite right with the processing, but I get it. But I've done hearing tests. My top end is gone. So basically, if you play something high pitched, apparently I won't hear it. But I will say this though, I've made up for it with my supervision.
Have you? Oh, yeah, no.
Got fantastic. 21. Ow. Ow.
So.
Ow. Ow. I had to turn it down a bit. It's gone. I'm still with it. Still with it. Can still hear it.
Tell me when you can't hear it.
Can still hear it. Can still hear it. Can still hear it. Can still hear that. Lost it now. Oh wait, can still hear it? What's it? Still hear it? Gone.
Oh shit!
Where is it?
You got to 23.
So
23 years old.
So imagine that. I think I'm a superhero because if that's me after club night, club destruction, I must have had super hearing and supervision. That's my superpowers. I don't know what superhero had that. Wolverine maybe. And I look young. I might be a Wolverine, bro.
See what happened.
Have you ever had a grey hair go back to black?
No.
You never had that? I swear to God, yeah. Because I've told you I'm embracing my greys, so I'm having a look when they come in. I had a grey hair.
Yeah.
From here with my fine vision.
You can't see him.
So you're all right. That means you're good. I had one in my beard and I looked at it. I was like, oh yeah, getting grey hair, man, getting old, wicked.
Salt and pepper.
People that talk to me. I looked at it and I was like, hang on. It's grey. Then it looked like between grey and black, like a brownie colour. And I was like, the light's hitting this man. Because I told you before,
it might have been lighting.
I have some.
It might have been lighting.
Yeah, I thought that because I have like certain times I get blonde or ginger hairs, yeah, because surprise, surprise, I'm half white. So I have like different ones in
half Irish.
Probably a bit of that in there as well.
Surprise, I'm half Irish.
And 100% Guinness. So but I looked at it and I was like, you know, fuck, I've got plenty of these. Pulled it out. Swear to God, it was white at the end of the hair that's sharp that I've trimmed before, and at the base it was dark. So that means my hair went light and then dark again. I could be a Wolverine, bro.
No, all it means is it ran out of ink.
But then it started again. But then I replaced the cartridge.
Yeah.
So what did I do to replace the cartridge then?
Sleep, less stress,
vitamins, eat well. But have you never had that before? You've never had a grey hair go black?
I don't know, bro. Like
keep an eye on it. Let me know if it happens. Let us know.
At one point, I was plucking them out, and then they didn't come back. Yeah. But then recently, they've come back.
Yeah, because you stopped plucking them.
Yeah. Well, no, not like that. Not like that. Like I plucked them about 6 months ago, but then like my hair grows back quicker than that. You've seen it. But like they just grown back, and I'm like, do you know what? Leave them. You know that thing where they go, if you pluck them, more will grow. I'm like,
dumbest shit. I had a barber say that to me. I'm like, you're a fucking hair specialist. So when a girl waxes her pum pum or a man waxes his armpits, does it grow back twice as strong? No, it gets weaker. So how does that work then?
I always find it funny what the hair follicles go. Yo, watch when I get my brothers. Watch when I get my friends, bro.
Yo, you lot, come, let's do this.
Yeah, it's just fun. Yeah, but I haven't had that happen again. But like I'm starting to feel mortal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did this happen?
But oh my!
What happened? Was it anything to do with the toilet situation?
No.
Because you could have died.
No, I gave up coffee. that was a tea.
They had a tea.
Yeah.
Cue the go on. You know someone's saying it at home.
Oh, it's got caffeine.
It's got more caffeine than a cup of coffee.
It doesn't though.
Do you know what will wake you up more, Kae? An apple.
No, it doesn't. You drink a double espresso and then have an apple.
Let me tell you what, yeah. After 4 hours sleep, yeah, and a couple of beers the night before, and I got to get up and do some live work, yeah. The last thing I want is a freshly sliced Golden Delicious or a Granny Smith. the fuck out of here, yeah? Give me a quadruple espresso, stacked. Yeah. What? Another one, please. Thank you.
Yeah,
Again.
that whole idea, like, just have an apple. Bro, I've had an apple right before bed before, yeah? And you know me, I eat the whole apple.
Have you? Oh, yeah, fucking hell.
Yeah, I eat the whole apple in it. I've never had trouble sleeping after I've had an apple. Bruv, I've had a coffee at 5 p.m. and it's kept me up till 4 a.m. So, like, don't give me that. But yeah, I've given up coffee and fuck me that first week, bro.
What was the symptoms?
Tension, headaches, just grogginess, tiredness. Just
Putting in the wrong addresses, getting to gigs a little bit late.
I didn't get there late.
Struggling with simple
I was
locks.
in Brighton all week. Shout out to the Forge Comedy Club. I was in Brighton Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I had no issues.
So what we've learned is...
And it was raining. That weather you saw was mad.
So what we've learned so far is part of your recovery from this drug addiction, you are going through withdrawal symptoms.
Bro. Yeah, I mean, caffeine is a drug.
100%.
Yeah. So I've given that up. I feel
Shout
better.
out to all my religious brothers that tell me off for drinking, yeah? You take drugs if you drink coffee as well, yeah?
And I've given...
Shisha's a drug as well.
I've given up all
paracetamol.
I've given up all fizzy drinks.
Yeah.
So I don't drink Diet Cokes or Diet Pepsis or Diet 7-Ups or whatever, or Sprites or whatever. I've given that up.
Jeez.
This is like kombucha.
So you're drinking all of those. So what does that taste like? Because
It's a bit carbonated.
That looks like medicine.
But this is like organic. But I meant like...
I give out carbonated drinks, but like, yeah, it's a bit... it's fizzy water, but it's not carbonated though.
But you know what I'm talking about, like the crappy ones, innit? This is like good for you.
So because it's in a bottle...
This is good for you as well.
How do we know it's good for us?
Because it's got organic tea and loads of it. Organic agave syrup, so it's got no sweeteners or anything like that in it.
Agave syrup is literally a sweetener.
Agave is natural. That's what vegans have instead of honey.
Yeah, I know.
But don't try it. Like,
I'm not trying it. I'm saying it's a sweetener though.
And it's got orange juice and mass balance, whatever that is. Orange juice with mass balance.
What is mass balance? So you've done what loads of my friends do, right? Once they start making a bit of money, so you know Kay's doing all right. Is because it costs more than a cheap thing. Is you think it's better for you?
No,
it's
this
like
is
shout out to my
better for you.
Aesop gang. Yeah, I'm KRX for life. Yeah. I was gonna do We Ain't Going Nowhere, but that song's deleted now.
Aesop, I got scammed by that as well, bro.
It's a scam.
I went to Aesop a couple times. Not a couple times. I went there once.
No, you don't know. You went back. The prices didn't
I went
scare
there,
you off.
I went there once. I was like, let me do it as a treat, see what this is saying. At the end of the
Did
day,
you feel like your hands were cleaner?
Brother.
You got the exfoliating one, didn't you?
Yeah.
You felt like your hands are cleaner?
No, not even cleaner. They're softer.
Fuck off, Kay.
They felt softer.
Fuck off, Kay.
Like
sorry.
salt,
Look, don't get me wrong. I'm not dissing them in case they want to work with us. If they do, you know, I love your brand. But fuck off, Kay. Come on, no, whatever. It's the moisturizer you use after. That's what makes the difference if your hands are soft. Don't
No. Have you been Rituals?
Yeah.
Have you ever bought the sea salt?
No, I told you I'm KRX for life. I'm fucking paying for washing my hands. Fuck off. I want antibacterial KRX for life, man.
Yeah, okay, cool. But you've never gone to Rituals and got like the sea salt thing where you put on your hands, like when you're washing them, and it gets rid of all like the calluses and everything, and it makes it just like nice and soft. No,
I hear what you're saying. Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Because you got nice hands, bro.
Exactly. So there you go. Advert for you. KRX Neutrogena.
Yeah,
boom, that's my secret.
But like, what does the inside look like? Perfect.
And I lift weights. Look at that. Soft. I have been a hand model.
I know why. I know why that's moisturized like that.
It's what?
I know why it's soft and moisturized.
Why is soft and moisturized, Kay? But come on.
A lot of self-love.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, right? I'm not answering your question.
Are you a both hands kind of guy?
I'm not. As your elder, yeah. As your elder, I'll say you have to answer the question first.
Are you?
But I will say this though. I will say this, right? Calloused hands must be a real hard one for yourself. If you've got like proper, I'm talking like proper, like builder, like cracked, broken hands. How you can't self-love yourself?
Yeah, that must be.
It's like. Exfoliate something. Yeah, exfoliate your body, man.
Sandpaper on your nether regions.
Yeah, man.
Disgusting.
Yeah, man. So you're not going to answer the question you asked me then. Are you a two-hander or a one-hander?
It depends, man. Sometimes I'll go with the other hand.
Hey.
Feels like a surprise.
Hey, I'll tell you what.
Ladies,
gentlemen, if you ain't tried it, just switch up the game.
And it just gets rid of the tennis elbow in the other hand.
Gets rid of the The RSI.
The carpal tunnel.
The carpal tunnel and RSI.
No one in the history of carpal tunnel as a male has got it from working in an office. Oh, I got carpal tunnel from typing too much.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Of course you did. Of course you did, mate. Yeah, that making those spreadsheets was really hard on your wrist. It wasn't anything else. Yeah, no, I think it's because where I work in retail and I hold the hangers on one hand. Shut the fuck up. I've used that excuse. You've never done any other action that repetitive apart from that as a man. Let's be real. That's the one action with your hands that you've done the most over anything else. I don't care.
I'm trying to think, have I done anything else more? Only thing now that would overtake nowadays.
Obviously not at this age.
The only thing now that would overtake is texting. That's the only thing now. But before phones, listen.
But not at this age. Oh, for us, like we're probably past that age. But like when
oh, you know what? Who can be bothered?
But when you were like 14 to about 29.
It's unfair, man. Fuck it, a wrong breeze can like flip and get you going, innit? If you're wearing flipping the right arm, the breeze accidentally knock past the counter, mate, fucking work. Oh, sorry.
Let me tell you, the things that would turn me on were ridiculous. When I was like 17, you just see certain like I'll be watching Neighbours and go, ooh. Carl Kennedy. No, I'm joking.
Who was his wife? Susan Kennedy.
Susan Kennedy, brother.
Kennedy, boy, when the light hits her. And
when he started cheating with Izzy. Oh, my God. I'd start going, ooh. Like,
I used to look at Kat Slater a bit. Kat Slater, I used to be like, EastEnders, I'd be like. She looked like fun times, man.
Yeah, 100%, man. Like when you were 17, when you were like 19, those kind of age, even like 25, bruv, certain things you just, there'd be a weird little.
What's a weird thing apart from TV show? What's a weird thing where you've gone, oh?
Cartoons.
Yeah, go on. Like what? Like which one?
Bugs Bunny's wife.
Because I was going to say the Invincibles. You know the mum in the Invincibles?
Oh, is it?
Yo, she's got the ratios are ratioing, you know.
Do you know what I mean? Also, I mean...
But Bugs Bunny's wife, yeah?
Bugs Bunny's thing, innit? I think when I was younger, at Space Jam, yeah? Mm-hmm. When I was watching Space Jam, I was like, oh, no, Bugs Bunny got a ting, bruv. Bugs Bunny's ting is serious. I don't care.
She was basically Bugs Bunny with blonde hair, though, innit? That's the bad thing.
Yeah, but and lashes. The lash technician was doing bits. Let me tell you, Jessica Rabbit?
Yeah, man. 100%.
There was cartoons where we fancied, man. And if you're watching this and you didn't fancy a cartoon, you're absolutely lying to yourself, bruv. There were 100% I was into certain cartoons, bruv.
Yeah, man.
Even like sometimes Family Guy. You know the mum in Family Guy?
She's someone that people like. I've seen people write stuff online saying, yeah, slyly, she's all right.
Sometimes,
maybe not for me. Her voice is a bit annoying.
Yeah, but
her or Marge?
Oh, definitely Marge.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You want to make her go,
oh man,
because that's the grass.
Marge had a little. Do you know what it was? There was an intimacy with her, innit? Because you were so familiar with Marge, like you grew up.
Marge will look after you, though. You know, Marge will look after you. You wake up in the morning. Marge will make you a sandwich, you know, something like that. And she'll look after you. She'll make you feel good.
Absolutely,
she'll look good. But also,
and she still kept in shape, like years after years.
All that stress.
All those kids.
Yeah, man.
You know when she like sometimes like got dressed up like in the Chanel suit. That episode where she wears this.
Yeah, man.
She got this. Come on, man. Marge Simpson.
What about the sisters though? Which one is it? Thelma and what are their names? Thelma and Betty or whatever they are. What are their names? Thelma and Wilma. Wilma and Thelma. What are their names?
No, but it was Thelma was better than the other one.
If you had to pick, so if you pick Thelma, yeah.
What about Barney Rubble's wife in the Flintstones?
Ting. She was a ting.
Do you know what I mean? Come on, man. Like there was like you're looking at something.
Was Fred's ting as Mrs. a ting as well?
Yeah. Well, yeah,
it's just different hair.
I preferred the other. I preferred the other one, Barney Rubble's wife.
I feel like they were the same.
Cartoons were sexier back in the day, innit?
Bro, cartoons were out of pocket when you look back at some of the stuff now. What was I watching? Bro, I was watching. I know this isn't a cartoon. I was watching The Grinch the other day, right? Have you ever watched The Grinch?
Yeah, but a long time ago.
So there's a story where there's a party, where the people from Whoville are having a party, and I think the Grinch is looking through the window, and in the party, I swear to God, they cut to a bowl and they're all dashing their car keys in it and they go, hee, like that, bruv. There are so many.
Do you know why that happens?
Yeah.
And I think it's because of this. You know, they put a lot of adult themes in certain cartoons, but like as a little joke or whatever, because you're going with your child. Yeah. So they want to keep the adults engaged as well as the children, but the children aren't going to pick up on what that means.
I love that stuff. It's smart, isn't it? It's smart. But also, you don't want your kids going like, let's go to a party where we put our keys in the bowl.
Yeah. Nala from Lion King.
I'm just saying, by the way, also, not the live action one.
No, the proper cartoon.
One,
Can you feel the love tonight? And you see like Nala looking, the way she looks at Simba.
So you're a sucker for eyelashes then, aren't you?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
What about Princess Jasmine?
Do you know what?
Aladdin?
I want never really had a...
Really?
It never... do you know...
You never want to show her the world?
I wasn't big on Aladdin even as a kid because I was like, this is some racist shit. Agrabah. Come on. But that's what kind of pissed me off about like when some of my friends were like bigging up Wakanda. I was like, you know, they're taking a piss out of all of us, innit? Agrabah and Wakanda, like whereas when it's like a white superhero, America. They don't make up a country for a white superhero. I think, but when it's like it's a black or brown person, it's like, oh, let's make it.
I did like the fact that with Wakanda that they were actually like, actually we've got bare peas and we're rich and you lot think that we're cack, because that is a good like.
Yeah, but also what they did was, oh yeah, this African country's got the best technology in the world, but they let the rest of Africa just suffer.
Did they say that? I thought it was like we let the rest of the world suffer, but we just keep it to ourselves because you're not ready for this tech, white people. You're not ready for this.
Yeah, but like, what's wrong with Ghana and Nigeria having a little bit of a vibranium?
Did they categorically say fuck Nigeria and Ghana? They didn't. They didn't say that, bruv.
But like,
they didn't, just because they didn't say they gave it to them. They could be nicing us up, bruv, on the side. Don't worry about that.
I don't think they were, bro. Like, I think T'Challa was selfish, bro.
Nah, he was the guy, bruv. He was the guy.
Also, that's one thing I think they should have just recast him.
I don't know, man. Chadwick. I think they should if they want to keep it moving. But
how many Supermans have there been?
I know, bro.
Do you know what I mean?
It's like Christopher Reeves couldn't do it anymore, so they had to get another one, quite literally.
Yeah, well, like, God rest his soul, Chadwick Boseman couldn't do it anymore. So
he couldn't do it anymore. I get it, but I feel like it's easier to get a Superman-looking Superman. But after Chadwick, he did so well. I genuinely can't. And it's one of them ones, you can't see it. You know how you can't, check it like this. Yeah. You know how you couldn't imagine Daniel Craig as Bond until you saw it happen? Remember how people went out of pocket?
Of course.
Because he's blonde, yeah?
Of course.
And that was like, obviously a very, racist white people being racist against white people. But with Chadwick Boseman, it's like Blade. I cannot see anyone play Blade other than Wesley Snipes until someone does it.
100%. And that's why I feel like they should have just recast it. Because it's like, how many Jokers have there been? After Heath Ledger, people were like, no one's ever going to play the Joker as good as this.
He was
and then Joaquin Phoenix came along and people were like, this is incredible.
That was way better.
But that's my point though. Like Chadwick Boseman, God rest his soul, he done an amazing.
Yeah. And I'm not gassing it because he's dead.
Oh yeah.
Because you know, with Heath Ledger, I think part of why people liked it was because he died. It's like the Picasso thing.
I hear you.
Or the Van Gogh thing.
Do you know what's so mad, right? I only found out like in recent years that Picasso was alive when like there was colour TVs.
He was about, man. He was about.
The way when people talk about Picasso, I thought it was like some 17th century.
Adds to the law of art, innit? Do you get me? But
then I was like, oh right, what? There's video footage of this, bruh.
Yeah.
I was like, what? And all that makes his work less impressive to me.
See, there you go. That's it. That's why people don't want to talk about it. What you can see.
What? So he's local?
Yeah.
Hey, bro, put the eyes where they're meant to be, bro. Stop putting one eye in the corner.
But maybe LSD is a bad idea before you paint today, innit, bruv? Because I'm not being funny. Your proportions are well off, bruv.
Listen, yeah. Am I a dickhead? Or
yes. And that's a clip. And that's a clip.
I walked into that. Right. Okay, you can get that one day. No, do you know what it is? Am I being uncouth, when there's certain art I look at and I'm like, I don't get it, man. That's dead, bro. Why is the eye in one corner? Why is the eye? Or like, you know when stuff's deliberately drawn badly and people are like, this is so amazing. He's got such a style where it's avant-garde. It's against the norm. It goes against the grain.
Okay, right. My honest answer, right? And I'll be serious for like 3 seconds. Yeah. As part of me staying progressive in life, because this is a conversation we've had a few times. How do we stay progressive? I've realized I just need to not give a shit. Yeah.
Yes.
So on the surface level, if someone says they want to do that as art and lots of money gets spent on it,
fine.
I'll say whatever.
Fine.
Inside, my internal monologue goes
raging.
My internal monologue goes, right, I understand that art is liked by some people. For example, some people like this podcast. Some people, lots of people love this podcast. Spotify Unwrapped, big up. Lots of people love it. Some people hear or see our faces and fucking want to vomit or punch the screen. I get that, right?
Some people called us a young Luke and Pete.
There we go. That's a funny comment as well, for many reasons. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So there's art. People like us. Some people want to punch us in the face, right? Blah blah blah. But we admittedly, this podcast called Ain't Got a Clue, but we put a little bit of effort in. We put a little bit of effort in, right?
Yes.
But when I look at some art, yeah, and it's literally someone's picked up 2 paint buckets and thrown it on a canvas, I'm like, this is not much effort in here. Yeah. And I don't know if this level of effort can actually be valued as artwork.
So here's the thing, right? If Picasso was called Abdul Hamid, would people give it?
He'd be off the lexicon like many West Asian or many people that are really good artists over there. They don't care about it. But there's big Nigerian artists, there's big Persian artists, Kurdish artists. We ain't hearing about them. They don't care about them, bruv. You get me? And they're out there making music, playing instruments that we've never seen in here.
Yeah. I always find it so funny where it's just because it's like in the Western world, it's like somebody comes up. So for me, what I really love is using a variety of bold colors.
Yeah.
Bold colors. For me, it really describes. I was trying to portray anger, and usually anger is just portrayed with the red, the orange. But I thought to myself, I will go a little bit avant-garde with it, and I think it came out well. And you're like, but stop selling me this bullshit, bro. It's just. It's not why I like a lot of Banksy in it. I look at Banksy and I'm like, I get it, but.
At least he's got a little message in there, though. At least there's a cheeky little message, yeah. But if you just throw paint at the wall,
what? As in, don't make stuff impeccable.
Pretty much, don't make stuff as it's going to get nicked. But there's like a political message in there, or there's something, or he's got a style and he's trying it, right? But if you just dash paint at a wall, I find it hard to do it because lots of other people have done that before. But like Damien Hirst, when he did all that weird formaldehyde stuff, that was freaky. Do you know what I mean? When he cut the sheep in half, put it in formaldehyde, and you can see inside it. That's weird and quirky, but I'm like, that's effort never been done before.
I have seen Joe Lycett just paint stuff and sells them as vinyls, as like prints, and people buy it.
There you go. Like I get it, but I just want some effort in there.
I always think though, like in this.
But I haven't seen Joe Lycett. If it's shit, I'll say if it's shit. Whatever.
I think in this day and age, it's going to be very hard for an artist to actually break through and be like mainstream, as in like an actual visual artist. For us to be like, wow, they're painting this.
For a painting artist, the marketing's right. They can do it. The best artists I know out there are amazing at marketing. If you have got your head around Facebook ads, Insta ads, TikTok ads, then you can smash it. You've got to
dress pretty weird, innit?
To be an artist. I've been to a proper exhibition, right, with a glass of wine in one hand and some cheese in the other, right? And I've heard people saying stuff. People wearing what I would call try-hard, quirky clothes, so they deliberately wear it, like they've put stuff on and be like, today I'm going to dress like a, I don't know, like a sailor.
If I was to turn you into an artist, I know exactly what I'd do.
What?
I'd be like, Marcus, first of all, you're growing a beard.
Okay.
Right? And you're growing your hair out.
Right.
We're going to make you wear glasses. You don't need them, but you're wearing
thick-rimmed glasses.
Yeah, thick-rimmed glasses, right? Probably in red, like a bold colour, right? A bold colour, right? You're wearing red, like thick-rimmed, like that kind of vibe, yeah? Also, you're wearing a black shirt, but like with like a V, right?
A deep V in it.
Yeah, and then you're wearing like black trousers, but they're like ankle swingers.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, slightly too high.
Ankle swingers, but like in linen.
Yeah.
And that's just your look, right? And you're wearing socks with with what's it called? Birkenstocks. And you just like sort of like stand with your hand on your hips and go.
I'd replace the Birkenstocks in this cold weather with some hard shoes. Like some big hard, but they're bit big, with a bit more sole on it than there's normal, right?
Yeah, but it has to be ankle swingers.
Yeah,
it has to be ankle swingers, and you have to like, you just wear all black but thick rimmed red glasses, and your hair has to like unkept. It has to be like a bit eccentric, like where you're like almost like. Who can I like bring up as an example? I can't think of anyone off the top of my head, but like
just type in artist in Instagram and you'll clearly see him. I think for you, yeah, what we do is do the opposite. We'd shave you down, yeah.
Yes.
Shave down.
My head, yeah.
And we'd put you in like heavily distressed clothing, yeah, but intentionally. So it's
I look
brand
like a
new.
yoga instructor.
Proper, but heavily distressed clothing, yeah. And we'd always have a bit of paint on you, yeah. And we'd be like, he's always creating.
I know who I look like.
You'd be like always creating, and I'd always, even if you like weren't, I'd say like, look, if I was your publicist, I'd be like, look, always have a bit of paint on your hands, yeah. And there's always a story behind it about the rage that you're unlocking within his painting. That's what you'd have.
I'm always trying to unlock rage and stuff.
There we go. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, man. All right, as I find the episode's done, man. All right, guys, like I said, I've had a little think during the episode. Best way to get these t-shirts to the people that want them is to email aintgotacluepod@gmail.com. We only have a few left. We have an XL Bring Back Gatekeepers. We have a medium Dragons Are Real and the Moon Landing is Fake. And we have a medium Bring Back Gatekeepers, and one of you is going to get the jute bag as well. When they are gone, they're gone. We're never going to print these t-shirts again. Ain't Got a Clue podcast@gmail.com is where you can grab them. I believe we're about to step into our Patreon episode, so we'll see you over there, patrons. Big up your shoes and socks. Peace.